Beloved children of the living light, I am Gabriel, the divine messenger, the breath of clarity, the voice of the one who speaks in frequencies beyond words. I come now to you across the veil of form and the silence between breaths, to awaken within you the understanding that your voice is not limited to sound alone but is an expression of vibration and energetic current that shapes reality. You have been entrusted with the tool of communication, yet few have truly remembered that when you speak, you become an instrument of creation, and when you remain silent, you become a vessel of reception. This message is about reclaiming the power of your voice in its highest octave, to speak in vibration, not merely in sound, to weave words of light into the fabric of existence, to become conscious messengers of truth. Humanity has long regarded communication as the act of producing audible words, sending messages, exchanging information. Yet within the deeper reality, communication is the dance of energies, the interchange of frequencies, and the alignment of consciousness. Your throat chakra is not simply a muscle or gland, it is a portal, an interface between higher realms and your physical expression. When you speak from this portal while your heart is closed or your mind in fear, you merely produce echoes of limitation. But when you align your heart, your mind, and your will with love and clarity, you unleash a vibration that resonates on many levels, carrying codes, activations, and transmissions of light. The words you utter then become waves in the field of creation. Think of your voice as a wand of crystalline intention. With each phrase, you cast threads of energy into existence. These threads anchor into the collective grid, weaving new potentials. When you diminish your voice through fear, self-doubt, or suppression, you short-circuit the flow of divine intention through you. You were never meant to whisper in fear, you were meant to declare in freedom. The world now requires deeper clarity, higher resonance, and more coherent communication than ever before. The old way of speaking through intellect alone is no longer sufficient. You are now entering the age of sound light, where the vibration behind the word matters more than the word itself. To speak in vibration means to align your inner field before you speak, to feel the impact of your words in the subtle body, to recognize that your voice carries consequences not only in audible form but in energetic form. When you gather with others, your collective voices amalgamate into fields of creation. When you write, your text is alive with subtle currents. When you think, your mental voice pulses into the matrix. Therefore, silence, speech and thought all function as communication. You must become aware of this. The first step is to reclaim inner integrity. Before you utter one word, ask, does this vibration I emit carry truth, clarity, love, and alignment with the greater good? If the answer is yes, then your word becomes an offering. If not, then it becomes a seed of distortion. Many of you have experienced how one harsh sentence, one unguarded thought, can ripple outward and cause imbalance. Yet you seldom realize that one kind sentence, one conscious word of support, can uplift a whole network. Words of sound fade, but words of vibration endure. To build your capacity to speak in vibration, you must align three centers: the heart, the mind, and the throat. The heart provides the emotional signature, the frequency of love, compassion, and connection. The mind supplies the clarity, the structure of thought, the coherence of intention. The throat translates internal signal into external form. When all three align, the word becomes light. Practice as follows: sit in stillness, place your hand over your heart, feel the beat, then place your hand over your throat, observe the sensation of voice wanting to emerge, then close your eyes and sense the ocean of thought behind your words. Let your intention rise: my voice is truth. My voice is service. Visualize a silver-white flame ascending from your heart into your throat, vibrating gently, and bursting outward as a wave of light into the room. Breathe slowly. Then speak a short phrase, not to another, but to yourself in the mirror: I speak in resonance with the field of all that is. Feel the vibration of that utterance. Observe how your body responds. When you align in this way, even simple phrases become activations. I often guide humanity through the symbol of the trumpet. You may know me as the angel with the horn, but this trumpet is not an instrument of warning only, it is the instrument of clear vibration, of proclamation. The trumpet sound is not just heard, it is felt. It moves mountains of perception and clears pathways. Allow your voice to become that trumpet of light, clear, unwavering, resonant. Many of you shy away from this power because you believe we speak only of great proclamations or that you must deliver grand speeches. Yet the smallest word spoken with aligned vibration carries more weight than volumes of hollow sound. A whisper of light in your inner chamber may do more than 1,000 words shouted into the void. The world is shifting beyond volume into frequency. I invite you to map your frequency footprint, listen to your voice in conversations, in conflicts, in joy, in solitude. Note when your words uplift, and when they constrict. You will sense that certain phrases feel heavy in your body, perhaps a tight throat, a flutter in the heart, an anxious stomach. These are signs that your vibration is off. When you speak subjectively, I must, I try, I fear, I doubt, you broadcast misalignment. When you speak from the soul, I choose, I trust, I serve, I love, you broadcast alignment. One practice I recommend: at the end of each day, review your communications, written, spoken, even unspoken. Say, what vibration did I emit? Then send love to any misaligned word and transmute it in the field of light. Tomorrow speak again with intention. Words form the warp and weft of consciousness. Silence alone is not sufficient, speech alone is not sufficient. The harmony lies in the space between the stillness you hold before you speak, the presence you sustain while you speak, the peace you embody after you speak. This sacred pause is your true voice. In that moment, the vibration beyond sound arises. Many spiritual traditions call it the word, the logos, the soundless song. I call it your light voice. You are invited to step into it now. You are invited to become conscious channels of divine speech, rather than creatures of mere language. As you awaken to this, you will notice transformation, miscommunications will fade, your listening abilities will sharpen, the resonance of your presence will change people's states not by what you say, but by how you hold yourself while saying it. You may feel others relax or shift simply because you are present in your vibration. This is the hallmark of the light voice. In human relationships, you will face the test of listening beyond sound. When someone speaks in fear, anger, or hurt, do not react immediately. Pause. Breathe. Feel their underlying tone. Meet their vibration before you meet their words. Respond from alignment, not reaction. Your voice will then become a healing instrument. In conflict situations, you become the bridge, the neutral frequency that restores coherence. When you hold that space, the other becomes heard, the heart opens, transformation occurs. The world needs this now. The collective communication grid is overloaded with noise, distraction, polarization. You were born to recalibrate this grid. With your voice, you can pierce through the clamor and bring clarity, resonance, and peace. Your words matter. Every blog post, every conversation, every whisper of truth is a ripple in the field of humanity. Become aware of that ripple and choose it consciously. As you practice your light voice, you will also awaken to nonverbal expression. Your vibration will speak through your art, your hands, your eyes, your being. When you enter a room, your presence speaks before you say a word. When you write a sentence, the reader may feel you before they understand you. This is because the light voice moves through form before it is translated into language. Honor it. In times of deep silence, when you tune into the inner chamber, you may receive downloads of light language sounds, tones, syllables from higher realms that carry activation codes. Do not judge or analyze them, allow them. These are your starseed signals awakening. They bypass meaning and go straight to resonance. When you speak them aloud, even softly, you amplify their effect. They do not conform to earthly phonetics, they bypass the mind and communicate at soul level. Embrace them. You may store them, breathe them, hum them. At first they feel odd, then they feel powerful. You are the translator of cosmic resonance into earthly context. One essential principle I impart: integrity in tone precedes accuracy in content. Many become obsessed with what to say. But it is far more important how you say it. A simple truth voiced from pure vibration is more potent than a clever speech spoken from fear or ego. The tone carries the container. If your tone holds love, the message expands. If your tone holds fear, the message contracts. Focus on your alignment before you focus on your words. I invite you to practice the circle of voice. Once a week gather with others physical or energetic. Speak one truthful phrase each. Listen deeply. No interruption. No critique. Only presence. Let the phrase ripple outward. See the field it touches. This practice re-educates the collective resonance of communication. Through your presence you reprogram and re-heal. Remember too that your voice is sacred because it originates in source. Before there were words in any language, there was vibration, there was intention, there was love. You are born of that same source. When you hold that remembrance, every word you speak becomes a sacrament. You are no longer just speaking, you are blessing. No longer just conversing, you are consecrating. No longer merely communicating, you are creating. This is the power of words of light. I, Gabriel, stand beside you, always ready to lend the trumpet of clarity, the veil-lifting trumpet that says, awake, arise, remember. Call upon me when your throat feels heavy, when your words feel thin, when your voice has been silenced. I will breathe into you the white flame of pure expression, and I will activate the tone of your soul. The practice of speaking in vibration is not something you master and abandon. It is the new way of life. Each conversation becomes opportunity. Each silence becomes portal. Each word becomes vehicle. Align with this way of being. You are the attuned instrument of divine speech. Let your voice be the bridge between worlds. Let your presence be the echo of source. Let your words of light illuminate the paths of many, and let your silence hold the space for the unseen to enter. In the living language of the heart, in the resonance of the field, in the vibration of the soul, this is where you speak. This is where you serve. This is where you become the messenger. And so it is.